Oh, Reaper, you crazy bitch, you. I have a few questions for you. So, I read on Discord where you said that when you were pregnant, you told Robbie the day you found out. And he freaked out, it wasn't his. And then he left and came back and came to terms and said it was his. And then y'all were together for 6 months and broke up. Well, I have a question. Your daughter was born in November, right? So that means that you conceived in February. So you would have found out probably mid-March sometime. And that means that you would have broke up in like September, October. So my question is if he married his wife in May, where do you come in? Because see, they got together in October of 94 and married in May of 95, and I don't see much room for you to be dating him in there. So you're claiming that y'all broke up after they were married and moved to Texas? 4 or 5 months after they were married and moved to Texas. But I thought when he left, you never saw him again. So how the hell could you break up with someone you never saw and spoke to again? Or we can go with your YouTube version. You told him that you were pregnant and he freaked out and left a sticky note on your door. But then no, that wasn't him. You blamed that on his wife.
And technically, did we even break up? Like, I just moved to Georgia because I thought he wrote the sticky note. And I find out who wrote the sticky note. It was that dumb girl who wanted to break us up.
So did he say the baby was his, or he said the baby wasn't his? Again, where do you fit in having time to date him? Unfortunately, really what it comes down to is you were either A, lying, which we know you do about everything, or B, you're a whore. I mean, it's probably both, but I figured I'd ask you. Or maybe we should take this time and explain what really happened. Because you say that it's only you and your alleged husband were the only ones there, but there were other people there. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to address. You said that their marriage was annulled 6 months after they were married.
So
They got
what's going
they
on
got
with her
divorced
now?
like 6 months later. They got divorced. They got
No, wrong. Again. They were married in May of 95. He didn't until December of 96. They were married for almost 2 years. And not only did she have to get a divorce from him, but she sent the divorce papers to him and he sent them back. She had to send them back again. So, okay, so back to other accounts and accounts that made more sense to me when I talked to people. I'm not arguing that you didn't sleep with Robbie because I heard you got around back then. In fact, Robbie wasn't the first guy that you claimed to be pregnant by. Even though I think it was your YouTube where you said, I wouldn't just have any man's baby.
I wouldn't have kept just any man's baby. I kept the baby because it was yours.
Baby, I think you were trying to have any man's baby, but for some reason honed in on Robbie. See, when you burn people, they remember. And that's what you did. Those other 3 men, you gave them a gift that they brought home to their wives, who were very upset about that. Upset enough that they went to their husband's commanding officers, and all 3 of them did get reprimanded for it. Now here's where your crazy comes in. You wanted Robbie to leave his wife, and he had no desire to leave his wife because you were just easy. A mistake. I know that may hurt your feelings, but I really think that's something that you need to accept. Because the fact is that they were so ready to leave that they shipped their shit to Texas before getting his discharge papers. They were literally living out of suitcases and what they could pack in their car. So as soon as he got those discharge papers, they packed everything in the car and left. Not to mention in the middle of the night, because they were worried what you were going to do to try to stop them. Listen, girl, nobody wants your man or that man but you. But the fact is
a mistake he'd regret all his life.
I've got to see you.
This is gonna stop.
No, it's not going to stop. It's going to go on and on.
She keeps calling the apartment.
Hello?
Every time Beth answers the phone, she hangs up. I'm scared, Jimmy.
You play fair with me? Do you have an affair with her? I'll play fair with you.
I don't want to lose my family.
How could you do that?
Now, you're scared of me, aren't you? You're afraid. Gutless, heartless, spineless.
Call the police.
Whatever resentment she's feeling, she's probably got it out of her system.
What if she didn't get it out of her system? What then? Fatal Attraction.
I guess you thought you'd get away with it. Well, you can't.
Like... So please quit telling people that it was some whirlwind romance, first love bullshit, because the fact is that you were overly infatuated and obsessed with this man who was overly infatuated and obsessed with his wife. You couldn't stand it then, and you think you won something now. Not some fairy tale where you met back up 20 some odd years later and got back together, because the fact is you were never together. And here will be your reply, because it's all you can say. That is misinformation. Those are not facts. Well, they 100% are, and I can prove every single one of them. From their marriage certificate, to their divorce certificate, to accounts on people who were there. Quit lying. You look stupid. And for those who are okay with someone who calls out every shortcoming of their own on other people, that's fine. It's okay that she's with this murderer. I don't judge her for her husband's crimes. I judge her for being a liar and lying about a very serious crime. But since we're okay with murdering, domestic violence, animal abuse, credit card fraud, shoplifting, grifting, victim blaming, causing resurfaced trauma by lying and saying that he's getting out, you can now add you agree with adultery, because that's exactly what it was. It was nothing more than a side piece.